Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day today. This is your daily reading for Monday, March 25th, 2019. The weekend just kind of flew by. I do hope you enjoyed your weekend and that whatever reading you got for the weekend, um, that it was helpful for you. I don't usually remember the readings. I tend to kind of be in this kind of headspace or this kind of spiritual zoned out kind of place where before I even hit play, I have meditated and like saged and like prepared myself in my space for the reading. So I don't really remember what they are. So I love your compliments, and I love when you message me and say nice things, and I love that just there are people that this reading is helping and that is useful for you. Unfortunately, if you say something specific, I might not remember what was said during the reading because, like I said, I'm in this like kind of trance state. Even before I hit play, I've already done some meditation and I've already put myself in this headspace that after the video I transition out of, and then I move into more logical editing and planning and prepping kind of stages. So thank you, of course, thank you always. And if you do have something specific you want to ask me about, please go for it. Just let me know where it shows up in the video so that I can go look for it and be able to respond to you with a little bit more specificity than just going off my memory. Okay? Thank you so much again for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm going to be doing your overall energy with the Sacred Rebel deck because I do want to get back with the Sacred Rebel deck. I do love this deck. And then I'll pull 3 cards just like we did last week to kind of see where you are now, what you should focus on, and what outcome you can expect if you continue on the current trajectory that you're on, okay? So let's see, what is your overall energy for whoever this reading is meant for? What is the overall energy guiding them on this day, Monday, March 25th, 2019? From my higher self to theirs, from theirs to mine, from mine to this card, or to these cards. What is the message? What is the overall guiding message, guiding energy for whoever is here for this reading for today, Monday, March 25th, 2019? Please and thank you. Interesting. I'm going to pull another one. We got Heaven Sent. I'm going to pull another one because we get this one a lot, actually. And I get it. It basically means that you're getting a message. Whatever message you're getting, it is from somewhere beyond you. It's from our higher selves or the divine, from some being in whatever you want to call heaven or paradise. Possibly someone who's passed on, possibly just, a spiritual being that is trying to reach you from beyond the veil, and they're trying to get a message to you. So I kind of want to know, can you please tell me with another one of your cards, maybe what this heaven sent message is about? Can you tell me with your card, through these cards, what the heaven sent message is about, what guide it is, what the guidance is that we're trying to deliver to whoever this reading is meant for? Please tell me about why we have this heaven sent card and what message it is that needs to be delivered to whoever is here to receive it. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. So you got seeing the true you. And I think with Heaven Sent, I think the message might be from like your higher self or some other spiritual being, maybe not necessarily someone who's passed on. And it is a message to kind of get to the point where you're feeling your most authentic self. You may not be being true about who you are in a relationship or at a job or concerning some other person that you're interacting with. And this is a reminder, to get back to who you really are, because when you're able to do that, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more just in alignment. And that's kind of what the gods are asking you to do. That's what the divine is asking you to do. Just really be who you are, and whatever that means for you, pursue those things, pursue your passions, pursue the things that excite you, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Oh, are we getting blurry? As long as you aren't hurting anybody, I think you're free to be as peaceful, as calm, as restful, as thoughtful as you want to be today. And don't let anybody tell you you can't. Don't let anybody tell you not to do the things that feel right and feel best for you. And that's specifically for you. Like, it's not what's best to do because it'll make my boss happy. It's not what's best to do because it'll make my roommates or my partner happy or my parents happy. I'm not going to do the thing that looks good on paper because everybody else says it's the best thing to do. No, figure out what is the best move for you specifically today, what feels good, what makes you feel most spiritually aligned, what makes you feel most like yourself, and do that, okay? See who you really are and show that to the world, okay? So let's see, what is your energy concerning where you're currently standing, concerning what you need to focus on, and concerning what outcome you can expect should you remain on your current path. What is your current standing, spiritually, energetically? What is your standing? What do you need to focus on, spiritually, energetically, for the best and highest outcome, or the outcome that speaks to your highest good? What do you need to focus on? And where can you expect to end up? What outcome can you expect? Should you remain on the current path that you're on? Should you continue this trajectory? So where do you stand? What must you focus on? Where are you going to be if you continue going where you are? If you continue on the path that you're on? And what must you focus on in order to bring about the highest possible good? Please and thank you. Where do you stand? What do you need to focus on? And what is your outcome? Okay, so where you stand is in a bit of a precipitous place. You are at the Fool. So this is a message telling you that you're probably, or it's not telling you, but you're probably in a position where you're considering taking a leap of faith. You're considering doing something that maybe you didn't think you should do before. Maybe it has to do with spending money you didn't think you could spend, or going to a new job, or trying a new experience, some sort of new sport. Whatever it is, the message of the Fool is quite often to take a leap of faith, to not necessarily jump into things without considering anything about them. Like, don't just be blind and jump into things, but don't be afraid. Don't let fear, don't let worry, don't let the idea that you don't fit in a certain box, don't let that keep you from taking these steps. If you don't know everything you need to know about something, but you know enough to want to start a course, then learn more and start your course. Like, take a leap of faith. Again, we have this seeing the true you kind of message where it's like, do what feels best for you, do what's right for you, and don't let fear hold you back. Don't let, worry hold you back. Like, you've probably been considering something, or just having something in the back of your head saying, oh, I could do this. I could maybe try that. I could possibly do that new thing. I could start an Etsy store. I can go to culinary school. I can move across the country, whatever it is. It's something you've been thinking about for a while, and you're probably already set up to be able to do it. The only thing that's keeping you from doing it is your fear, probably of societal issues, because the Fool is also one of those beings that kind of marches to the beat of his own drum. And when you have your own drum beat, there's going to be a lot of people who don't like it. There's going to be a lot of people. The idea of marching to the beat of your own drum, or at least the way I've always thought of it, is that everyone else is drumming in one direction, drumming one song, drumming in the same style, the same cadence, using the same exact brand of drum. And you went out and you made yourself a bucket drum, and you're drumming with, chopsticks, and you're riffing like it's nobody's business, okay? Because you're unique. You're doing it your way. And everybody else, even though they're drumming the same beats, some of them are going to be jealous. Some of them are going to be mad because you're not sounding like everybody else, because you're breaking out of the crowd. But you know what? That's what you need to do, or at least that's where you're standing right now. You're standing at this place where you're ready to break away from the crowd. Okay, but then we have, what you need to focus on for the best outcome. And that is the Empress. And of course that's the Empress. She is telling you to nurture these things, nurture these differences that you found within yourself that set you apart from other people. Just be very loving, and really try to connect with your creative energy. Like, if you're, like I said, if you're trying to create a course, if you're considering going to a different kind of school, considering moving, anything you do honestly can have some sort of creative energy to drive it. So really try to connect with your own creative energy. And everyone is creative, and I get it, a lot of us don't think we are. I don't think I am. I do creative kind of work, but I never feel creative. I don't feel like I'm someone who is imaginative and can like come up with really cool things on the spot. Like, that's just not me. I gotta sit down and like do spreadsheets and like do not math, but like logically work through things to write a book. And I don't feel creative at all, but that is a creative practice. And I think that everyone has that creative energy within them. And with this Empress, it's telling you to focus on that energy, focus on nurturing these urges, these changes you're considering and thinking about. Really feed that part of yourself. Feed that part of yourself that may be hidden from the majority, hidden from the crowd. Okay. And let yourself be free, to be who you are. Again, we go right back to that, seeing the true you. Nurture that side of yourself, that you may have been ignoring for whatever reasons. And I'm feeling it's probably based on societal reasons because of that Fool card that we got. So just really really look at these ideas that you've been having and try to come at them with a creative, changeable, like different, just, you have a different view of the world. So really look at the world through your own eyes, not through the filter of someone else, not through the filter that someone else gave to you or told you was the right way to look at things. Look at them based on who you are, based on your gut feeling, based on your spirit, and nurture them. And that's going to bring you to your highest outcome, your best outcome. But what we have here concerning where you're going, if you stay on this path that you're on, this place where you're like kind of not exactly doing the different thing, you might be actually, because it's the Fool. So it's possible that you're about to start doing something different, but it's also possible that you've been doing something different and you're just really starting to learn to embrace it. But whatever it is, on the path that you're on, you're kind of in a good place. And I think where you're going is going to be like, the message of the Four of Cups is often just to kind of be careful that you're not getting too in your head, that you're not spending so much time imagining and hoping for something that you're not actually getting up and going and making it happen. Be careful of spending too much time in daydreams, spending too much time hoping and dreaming and wishing and talking about what you want to do, and not taking action. Okay, so I think where you're heading is a place where you get to make the choice of whether you want to take action using the things that you're nurturing, using what's already available to you, using your skills and your knowledge and your creative energy and your personal power to make something happen, or if you are you going to just kind of hope or like say things like, well, I could do that if I had this. I could do that if this happened. Stop waiting for the conditions to be perfect. Just stop, because that's kind of where you're heading, is where if you continue kind of flip-flopping, that's why I think maybe you haven't yet embraced that full energy. You're still kind of in the beginning, like you're still right before where the Fool would enter. You're right before that cliff that he would jump off of. Because I feel like you're still kind of in that position where you're waiting for the ideal moment. You're waiting for the ideal condition to do whatever it is you want to do. And this is a message to stop waiting, to realize that whatever foundation you need, whatever boundaries whatever boundaries you're thinking of are imaginary. They're in your head. You have the foundation you need. You have the tools you need. You have the skills you need. You have the wisdom. We have this little like rat down here. Rats are extremely, extremely smart. So in my brain, I feel like you have the smarts that are necessary to embrace everything that's already yours, to embrace the foundation, to embrace and enhance your already growing knowledge, your your understanding of whatever subject you're pursuing. Like I said, if you're going to, like, I don't know, culinary school, or like starting an Etsy shop, you already know a lot about what you need to do, and what you don't know, you're capable of figuring that out. You're capable of researching and looking it up online and doing the tedious, boring, dull work that will help you get to the fun part of making and doing what you want to do, and then making money from what you want to do, making some sort of financial gains. But this isn't about finances. This is really just about you making the choice to either see what is already available to you and use that and mold that and nurture that into something more, like with that Empress, or to just kind of keep sitting on your butt and waiting for things to get better. That's up to you. The choice is yours. Um, and that's kind of where you're heading. But I think with that full energy, that Empress energy, and the two Sacred Rebel cards, I think the message today is to really just kind of figure out what makes you your pure, unique, authentic self, what makes you feel like you're you, what makes you feel like you're spiritually aligned, and that you're mentally, spiritually, physically where you need to be, and that you can grow in a way that is going to help improve your life, that is going to probably require some sort of leap of faith, like that full energy. The choice again is yours, always yours. All right, I hope that helped. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful, wonderful, and amazing night. And remember always that I love you. Bye.